I'm Bevy Smith, and I'm here with Soledad O'Brien, and we are here to disrupt and dismantle the gentrification of Mermaid City.
We're talking about Norfolk, Virginia.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful city, but like many cities, is dealing with gentrification. Good news is the city is growing, and they see more people who are interested in moving into the city. But gentrification has always seemed to mean that the people who you're going in to improve their neighborhood don't actually get to benefit from that improvement.
Don't. Which is why when we talk about urban renewal, that's just a nice term for gentrification.
Or urban removal.
Right.
Meaning remove the black people,
Yes.
remove the poor people from a community. And we've seen that over and over again. Every city can talk about this area that they've fixed, and what has often ended up happening is you just remove people of color from the community. And so Norfolk is in the middle of this issue around gentrification. The real question becomes, if you're going to rebuild, how many of the people who are there right now will really be able to move back? They have to do what they call one-to-one replacement.
And also they move them further out, which makes it very difficult to work, because if now
farther from the bus line,
Yes.
farther from the train line, farther from the job they might have,
Yes.
just farther. And so it becomes very challenging. So we were very interested in seeing, is it possible to gentrify a community without kicking out the people who have been there for years and years and years and who feel very much part of the community and consider this home? I don't know why so many cities just don't care about their poor people.
I mean, they think of the people that are underemployed and poor, they think of them as urban blight.
A burden,
and they just want to remove them.
Many people will say, listen, we need mixed income in order to be able to support a grocery store.
Right.
We need to have a certain level of income and a certain number of people who can support the businesses in the area. Otherwise, it's not viable. But there's got to be a way, in fact, to integrate those people with people who need lower income housing. The people in this community feel very non-valued, right? They are very clear that the city doesn't necessarily think that they are worthy of staying in that community. And that's sad to me because I think that they love their community and they want to stay and they're raising their kids there and they want to continue to be part of the community. But if there's not access to affordable housing, it's not going to be possible. To just give people vouchers and tell them good luck is only going to send them to other neighborhoods where they take those vouchers. Well, guess where they take those vouchers?
In another hood.
Exactly right.
Yeah. And these are supposed to be opportunities to improve where you live.
The reason they get the grant is because
they're improving people's lives.
They are
allegedly.
supposed to move them into opportunity zones and they're supposed to give them one-to-one housing. If you leave, you can return. In this community, you have this particular woman, right, has to figure out school for her 3 children. The school is not in good shape, but they're going to fix it. But not for her. Right. They're going to improve the entire thing, but the people who've been living there in these circumstances will not benefit from it. This is the story of many places in America where suddenly cities recognize that plot of land where the projects are is very close to the downtown and becomes quite valuable.
Well, before we had integration, we had all black communities and we had hotels, we had restaurants, we had very viable businesses, we had banks, all of that. So yes, we can do it again. And this time around, it doesn't have to be segregated. It can be integrated.
Every single person in the community that I interviewed in this project, none of them were against it improving. No one minded that people who are better off would be moving in at all. They just didn't want to have to leave themselves.
But that's all we ever want. Progress that we can be included in. The American dream.
Absolutely.
Learn more about how P&G is stepping up to make lasting systemic changes to positively impact our communities and how you can help.